Hey, Perfect Spirit. I'm Sam Shelley, and they call me the Miracle Man. Now let's create a miracle in your life. So I had a comment the other day from Paula, was asking about how to basically stay at peace in every situation. So I want to talk about this for a little bit, but then I actually want to do an exercise, how you can stay at peace when you're facing an obstacle, facing a challenge, because I believe you really need to experience this. Life is mostly a theory. We're reading comments, we're reading about this, watching videos, but it doesn't really become part of your reality so you can actually have that experience. So she's asking, how do you maintain this quality of peace when you're dealing with like a challenge, like you have a financial goal you want to meet, maybe perhaps public speaking, doing something outside your comfort zone. That's what it comes down to. How do you do something that's outside your comfort zone? We have to realize that this voice, this inner voice, is always telling you which way to go and to do this, do that. And this mind filled with head trash, opinions, beliefs that aren't serving you are trying to stop that voice in any way possible. Oh no, don't do that. It's not going to work out. Oh, don't do that. You'll make a fool of yourself. Why are you trying that? That will never work out. You know all these stories that aren't serving you. It's really about being learning to be present when that voice comes up. And when this voice starts talking to you, do you give it your power or do you really pay attention to it? If you're really paying attention to this voice, you're not here in this moment because all your power is always right here, right now. So when you want to do something, that voice will chime up and say, no, don't do that. So it's really about keeping yourself grounded and focused here in this moment. And we're actually going to do a little practice on this, like I said, so it's not a theory. So you can actually experience this peace, then move through and act from this deeper place. So keeping peace in every situation, then that's one thing to be peaceful, but then how do you move through it? All right, let's dive into this now with a little practice. So first thing we need to do is settle the mind. So there's no way you need to sit, hold your hands, breathe, none of that stuff. We simply suggest closing your eyes to remove the external stimulations. And we have to realize the mind does not know the difference between reality and imagination. So when you use the imagination practice to move through fears of public speaking, for example, or fears of taking a risk or a perceived risk, anything the mind is trying to stop you, you can visualize yourself doing that before you face this situation so you can just step up with an ease, a grace. Because you're meant to do great things, and this mind is constantly trying to stop you. So we're just sitting here relaxing. There's nothing to do, there's nothing to accomplish. So allow yourself to go deeper and deeper. And if the mind gets busy, just pull yourself back to this moment. Listen to this voice. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel where your hands are. It's easy, these simple little practices that you're either in the mind or you're here right now. So let's take an example here with our eyes closed. Just imagine you're giving this you're doing some public speaking, and there's a crowd of 50 people waiting to hear your words. Or maybe 50 seems too overwhelming, just brings up too much noise. Then let's try 5 people. Maybe 5 people is a little bit easier to keep yourself here in this moment than break through those fears. Maybe that's a comfort level. And 50 could be just too large of a group, and the protest is too strong because you haven't really practiced the skill yet. So just imagine you need to speak to 5 people, and you're up on this little stage and you're talking to this audience of 5. So now you get yourself back into this moment. You see yourself speaking to this audience, very calm, very cool, very collected. There's no fear whatsoever. They're your friends, your family, even though they could be complete strangers. So you have something to share with them. So feel yourself at peace. Feel yourself with your feet on the ground. Realize you are perfect spirit, and everyone you are speaking to is perfect spirit. The spirit is perfect amongst all of us, but then we're trying to please the mental opinions. There's never pleasing the opinions. The mind does what the mind does. So these people are here in front of you. They want to hear your information. They're not here to judge you, condemn you. Even if they are, it doesn't matter. You're the perfect spirit, just as they are perfect spirit. They could be lost in their mind, but you're not lost in your mind. You're here in this moment, calm, cool, collected. Taking that breath, seeing this audience, sharing your information with them, and not attached to the outcome of this talk. Usually we're in a state of fear. We have expectations, outcomes, results that we want to achieve. But just see you're sharing information with your fellow perfect spirit. And they came to you for a reason, to hear this information. Their opinions are none of your concern. You're just here to simply share your opinion. That's all. No more, no less. So just feel yourself at peace in this situation. Really peaceful. And notice the stories that come up when you imagine 5 people that you're speaking to. And just see how they're just stories. They're not the truth. Then maybe you take this to an audience of 10, of 15, of 20. Whatever it may be where that comfort level is for you. Then see how you can step beyond it a little bit and see how all these stories crop up. But they're not your truth. You're here to simply share information, to share words. And you let go of the outcome, the expectations, because that gives the mind some stories to work on. And the stories are never the truth. No matter how much you believe your thoughts to be true, they aren't the absolute truth. that absolute truth is within you, that silent witness. So keep doing this practice till the mind holds no power over you, till the mind can no longer create that limitation. And you can do this in any task, any activity. Imagine it, because mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So you visualize this first to where you're comfortable. Then you're ready to do this in reality. We want to keep practicing. So there's an ease, a comfort level here. And when you notice you're up on stage and the mind starts going, get yourself back here into this moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the lectern. Do whatever you can to ground yourself in this moment. And realize everyone in front of you is a perfect spirit. Just like you are. No better, no less than you. We're all equals. And it doesn't matter the expectations, the outcome. You're here to simply share information. You can't control their opinion. The only thing you can control is you. So be calm, be cool, be collected by staying yourself present here in this moment. Let go of the outcome. Don't give the mind power to attach a story to it. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes and you just keep moving throughout your day. All right. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions, any comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.